All right, what's up, everybody? It's another episode of Broken Bear Conversations. I'm Zico.
Hi. I'm Josh.
That's Josh. And before we get started, check us out on everything. We're on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Broken Bear Conversations. New episodes every Monday and Friday. And anyway, this episode is going to be about some political stuff. You know, about the world. A lot of shit going down in the world. If you don't know. So if you're not really into all this politics stuff, a really insane event just happened, and Vladimir Putin, is he president of Russia? What's the title? Do you know?
I honestly don't know. I think I would just assume he's the president, right?
Okay, well, Putin is the leader of Russia. We don't know what's
leader
the
of
official
Russia.
title, but he had a meeting with another leader of another country. Xi Jinping, the leader of China, the president of China. They both had a meeting together, and they had like a dinner. And
it's pretty bold to do that during like all the stuff that's going on.
It is, and the reason why it's bold for people that don't know is because basically China and Russia are like our biggest like enemies in a way. Not enemies. I don't want to like say the wrong thing because this is sensitive topic.
Stating facts right now. No.
But China and Russia are kind of like our competition.
We've had our disputes in our past. Obviously, it's like we're always kind of like that. That eggshell kind of mentality with our relations with them.
Yeah, exactly. Because with Russia, they invaded Ukraine.
Yeah,
and then
which
that
is crazy.
Got us to be involved because now we're aiding. U.S. is aiding Ukraine, right, by sending them hella money and shit.
We rightfully so. Like, people should be helping out people that are
but that's also another whole topic.
It is 100%.
Yeah, because there's like a train that got derailed and shit in our country. People, you know what I mean?
No, we don't need help.
They're not getting money like that. But anyway, sorry. And China is also a person that's on our radar as well because they kind of like are becoming like a rising global power because their military is getting a lot stronger. Their economy and how much money they got is getting a lot better too because they like buy so much real estate in the U.S.
They do.
They
do. I've heard actually even in Texas, my dad was telling me a lot of these foreign companies were buying a lot of his neighbors' houses and they just will own them and won't rent them. Those are rented out to people. No one can own them again.
That's freaking crazy. So they're buying all the freaking real estate in the U.S., and land is power, money, there's God's not making more land. There's only enough land on the world.
I mean, some islands do pop up every once in a while.
I guess so, yeah. But and also China's also like doing this whole culture war with us too, because I don't know if you know this, but in Hollywood, a lot of the censorship that happens in Hollywood is because of China, because there was like, for example, China's a huge market. So when they make movies, they want to hit the Chinese market because they make so much money off of them, So that's why they kind of have to lean towards China's preferences. So like, for example, I'm going to just kind of make something up because I forgot what the example was exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't want to quote something. But it was something along the lines of there's this movie and maybe they had a flag of like another country like Taiwan or something. And China didn't like that. So they told the company, the movie production, to change that Taiwanese flag to a Chinese flag,
Yeah.
And China does that a lot with movies, They'll change whole parts. They'll change movie posters. They'll change this and this to fit their narrative, Like they don't really like... I don't think China really likes like gay, homosexual stuff.
Oh, they don't like homosexuality
so
like that?
They'll make them change... If there's any gay, homosexual stuff.
Any spectrum other than hetero?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So they kind of have that culture thing on us too. Also the thing with LeBron. Did you ever hear about LeBron? I'm not going to quote anything. I'm not really into sports.
Dropping some knowledge right now.
Yeah, but I know LeBron had something with China where he either was saying something, like fighting against a cause, but then like China's going through its own thing. I forgot exactly what it was. I'm so sorry. I should have done more research, but there was a beef with like LeBron and like the people. I think in some Asian country. I do
remember something like this.
Yeah, I think in some Asian country there was like a huge protest going on, and the people were fighting against the government. I forgot which Asian country it was, but that's what was going on, and then maybe LeBron might have spoke against it or something. Something like that. Or maybe I think he was supporting Black Lives Matter.
We'll bring this
up later. At the same time, there was a whole situation going down in Asia, and he wasn't talking about that. So people were like mad at him, you know.
Okay, so it's like, so they were trying to control what he was putting out. Like, he put out something, and they were trying to make him bring back what he said. Like, hey, wait, you need to recall that back.
Yeah, so China has a lot of power culturally, economic-wise, military-wise.
I remember we had a foreign exchange student before, and I remember talking to this kid, and he was at a college. I was going to my community college, and he was saying how the differences when he was experiencing just in American culture, just going to school, what they're seeing versus what you're given in China. You know, what are the their interpretation of what they think of America? It's very different. They get kind of select information of what they're shown about America.
Oh yeah.
And he was explaining like how he was shocked how different it was. He was shocked how nice people were to him and towards him, just interacting. I was like, wow, all right. It's like, you're not showing that stuff.
They censor a lot of stuff over there.
And
on the internet, textbooks.
I wasn't sure how much, but I know he said even internet you can't search for certain things. He was explaining stuff like that.
You heard about the Tiananmen?
That was a long time ago.
You heard about that though?
No, I don't think so. Maybe explain.
I'm dropping so much random shit.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna get back to the Russian shit. But in China, again, I'm so sorry for not researching more, but there was this massacre that happened in, I don't know how exactly to pronounce it, but Tiananmen Square or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, I have.
Huge massacre. Yeah. You know about that, right?
I know a little bit. Yeah.
So there was a huge massacre that happened, and then there's photographs out there of it happening. You know, but China completely denies it happening, the whole existence of it, and any mention of it immediately gets erased from the internet.
Okay, you know? So I do not know the information about that anymore.
You want to hear how extreme it is too?
Yeah.
If you post anything about it, it's gonna get erased from the Chinese internet, right?
Okay, so wait, could you go in any? Do you know what was the disaster?
Ah man, sorry, I don't know.
Okay,
I just know there was a massacre.
No, I do remember hearing about it. I don't remember what it was, but was there not a song about that or something like that? The Tiananmen Square?
No, it could be. Again, I didn't research enough. I apologize. I'm fucking sorry, but this is how extreme the censorship is. Because I used to play this.
Like we don't even know about it. That's how extreme it is.
I used to play this game.
We can't even find it.
I played this game called Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress 2. Okay.
And in that video game, you could spray images on the wall, right?
All right.
Just find an image off of Google, add it to your file in Team Fortress 2. You can spray images on the wall.
Like just on the game. So it's like, and this is like a game that's like everyone's on there so people can see it.
Yeah, and you're running around shooting people, right?
Yeah.
But what's so crazy is that if you download an image of the Tiananmen Square massacre and spray it on a wall in Team Fortress 2, any Chinese player cannot see that image. They can block it somehow, even in a video game. That's how extreme their censorship goes. Yeah. But anyway, my main point is that Russia and China are rising in power, and I was giving examples about how China has power over us by buying all the real estate, culture-wise, and their military is getting bigger, right? So they're becoming like a competition, like a threat, someone that's, in power against us, right? And when Russia and China had that dinner between Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping, a quote that Xi Jinping said was that he called Vladimir Putin a dear friend, right? So that, you could just look at that as like, he's just calling him a friend. But the fact that these two leaders are calling each other's friends like that is basically kind of like saying, they're kind of like signaling or telling people indirectly that we're allies.
Well, don't forget, friend of my enemy is like my friend. Where the fuck is that quote? I messed it up. It's really
the enemy.
The enemy of my friend. Yeah, it's my friend. There you go. That's what it is. It's that right there explain a lot because that's because we basically are their enemy in a sense. We're like friendly enemies, but it's like we don't quite have the same relations. I don't think we used to. I feel like we were friendlier in our past, but they feel like it's kind of slowly become this more drifting apart, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. I know it's always been bad, but it just seems as it keeps going, especially now with all this war stuff going on. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, so with this relations, how does that make you feel? Like, what is that supposed to make you feel? Comforted, or you feel scared?
I think it should make all of us feel uncomfortable because again, these are our two. I don't know how.
I wouldn't say enemy, but it's like we're friendly. We're
global powers.
Yes.
That are like at the same level of us.
Yes.
That are like kind of like threatening our own power in a way by taking away.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pissing contest, kind of what's going on right now. I hope it seems like it. It's like I don't understand why we're fighting. Why are we? What is okay? So first off, before we start going on this, why is all this happening? Like why is Russia wanting to do anything with Ukraine? I don't understand that. And
man.
like why is China doing what they're doing? Why they need to step like that and show this? It's like obviously they have power, and it's like, do they want to conquer the world? Does everything need to be China and Russia now? Is that their goal?
To be honest, when it comes to like the political tension and like the back and forth, I don't know where it all started. I don't know what led up to this. I just know that the current state of the world, U.S. is kind of like the number one global power.
With like military wise, 100%.
And with money wise too, because.
But I feel like we're in debt with everything, like especially to China.
A lot of companies not companies, worlds are in debt. That's just how the
it is, which doesn't make sense to me. Yeah,
banks.
Yeah,
that's how banks work. They take your money, loan it out, and then like create more money, and then now they loan out that money that they took from you.
It just all seems like fairy tales. It doesn't make any
most
sense.
of our economy is debt. It's not actual money.
Yeah,
so that's how it works. But
so what you're saying is we should just get credit cards and get more debt.
That's how rich people make money. They get a credit, take out a loan, use that to make a business or reinvest it, make money, pay back the bank with money that they never had, and now they have more money. You know what I mean?
All right.
That's how money works. But I forget, what was the original question?
Oh, it was like, how does that make you feel? I guess the relations, like, obviously it should make you feel good, but it's just.
Oh no, you're asking why?
Oh, why? Yeah, why is this happening? Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah.
Man, if you just want to get philosophical about it, we're all animals at the end of the day, and if you go back millions of years ago, this was still going on a smaller scale with tribes.
But it makes sense on a smaller scale, but on this bigger scale where we have access to so much information, like I know we're still animal, but this was where I struggle understanding. So with these people arguing all this stuff, what's their end goal? What do they want? Is it just one global power? Like even with money, we were talking about that before. Like how, like eventually with money, where does it go? Like obviously our dollar is getting worse and worse. It seems like it. I know we get in conversations that are always even better than our podcast. Seems like it. But
I think it's because on camera you might be a little bit more tense.
Yeah.
But off camera, our conversations kind of go more smooth.
No, they do. They're not smooth, but it's just stuff like this. It does. We just dropped a lot.
If I were to guess,
I
think any country wants to be number one. That's just how we are as a people. That's how we've been throughout human history. It's always been
But why can't we all just be number one together?
That's the thing.
Does that not make sense? Like,
you're right.
Let's be this rainbow.
That's how it should be. But there's so much racism, segregation, biases.
I know how to solve this.
Yeah.
We all we all remove our skin and we're all the same now.
But you know what?
Right? We're all the same people again.
I think that no matter what, we're always going to find something to separate us.
I think
that South Park episode.
Oh, with the little.
Yeah, where everyone's literally the same color, and they still try to find some slight differences, right?
No, I feel like if we can all just invent like a dye and we all just dump in this dye together, we're all the same color.
But you're right, though. I don't know what the fuck is the end goal. It seems like it's a forever repeating pattern of a huge power owns the world, and another one rises, takes them off their place. Now they own the world, and it just keeps repeating. And
that's stuff I think about all the time. Is America's young. We're young. We're like, what, barely over 400?
Yeah. But I do want to get into, like,
barely over
facts, Yeah. So, like, what did you hear about? You were talking about off camera about there was some sort of country
so
training.
They were like, so China was, like, simulating military drills based off, like, type. I mean, maybe I have to double check this. Let me read exactly.
Anyway, there's a lot of tension going on in the world, and apparently China was doing some military exercises.
Yeah, they're like hitting key targets. They're simulating hitting key targets of Taiwan. Like just parts of their their areas, their land, like their little military outposts, whatever. They're doing these simulations, air drills. We're just playing. This is just a test. We're not really gonna do anything. But it's like, well, why are y'all simulating our bases? Why are y'all simulating our land? Why are y'all attacking?
It's like China saying, no, we're all good. We're just doing tests. But then the tests they're doing is bombing the capital of China or something.
Yeah, their tests are like bombing. Yeah, literally.
It's like if like China was doing tests and like, oh, we have a model of Seattle.
Yeah,
we're gonna bomb the fuck out of the space unit. We're just practicing.
No, it's just for fun.
We're supposed to be like, oh, this is okay. Yeah. Like, nah, you guys are destroying my landmark.
Yeah, don't y'all daydream? This is just like we're just having ideas. We're trying out.
But that's crazy. But that's not. But that's like one of the many things on this list of things they've been
But
practicing like the spy balloon. Remember the spy balloon?
okay, yeah, that which they haven't really. I don't know if the news has really talked more about that because it was going on. We don't really know. We just kind of got shoved under the rug. I feel like because none really kept going more about it. We don't really know why they were doing it or what was going on. We're just like, oh, it was happening. I don't know if they're supposed to go in depth about that. Like, yeah.
You can still talk.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. But no, I just wasn't sure like about the.
I was checking the time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the just like what was. Okay, so obviously the balloon was going on, and that's not gonna make you feel good because what's going on? Like we know it's from China, which doesn't help.
And
so obviously they're looking at shit.
It wasn't just a balloon
No.
going over a random place.
No,
it was balloons
specific
going over U.S. military places.
Yeah,
right? Was that
yeah. No, it was landmarks of different areas and military bases. So it was like some of them that were seen around there were also part of Canada. It wasn't just U.S. They're in Canada as well, looking at their stuff. But it was like I know in military bases, a lot of them that were found were right over these bases where people don't normally want to be hanging around at all. Not like Area 51 type security level, but enough where they're taking pictures of things that they shouldn't be taking pictures of. Like, what are you going to do with this information? And how much did they get?
Interesting.
I don't know. It just makes you wonder, like, all this going on, plus this stuff, and then just doing these little test drills. Yeah. It's just like, what would happen if let's say something did happen. Let's say they did attack Taiwan. Obviously, that's one of our territories that we help defend. So I would think that's war. That would be a war thing.
I would say that if China or any country for real attacked us or a territory we own, I think that's a sign of war.
Well, that's the thing is
fight,
like
if you want to get into a fight with somebody, you punch them in their face. You damage a piece of their country.
But this
getting into a fight.
Well, this is what's scary. If that did happen, like even with U.S. relations, how are we seen by other people? Would Europe have our back?
Interesting.
Would they? Because there was, I saw a question posed of that online, and I'm like, because right now that's a scary thing because who you back? Because what happens if another power is greater?
True.
And I don't know if people are gonna be like Switzerland, be like, hey, we're just not taking sides. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen.
Who knows, man? I don't really know I should do more research, but I don't really know what are the political allies, enemies in the world. Because I know for sure it seems like Russia and China are allies, so they're gonna be on the same team. But I don't know about the other countries.
I know we have I know England's with us because I know how the world wars are going on. We have a lot of them that became allies. I think Russia was an ally in World War One with us. It seems I don't know. Yeah, but it's it feels like we have friends, but I think right now Europe, they're friends. We have friends that are with us that are connected. Because I think we have this treaty and all this stuff that's going on. But I think with other people with China and Russia, I don't know how Japan is anymore. I don't know if they have certain relations. I do believe that Europe and England and America, we are all kind of, if something happened to them, vice versa, I think we're that kind of connected, or at least how it used to be. That if someone got attacked, we would step in, same thing. I think we had that kind of treaty.
That's interesting that we have Europe as an ally, because we came from them and we fought against them,
Well, no, we did, but we also were with them, I think after World War II, I feel like a lot of people, hey, we got to. No one wants another world war. Look what happened. Yeah. Those two are fucking close together.
Yeah.
But now it feels like another one's coming. And now, what are our allies? What do we do?
True. Who knows, man? I mean, maybe possibly Europe as an ally.
Well, they're even saying no one's wanting to. There was a thing in Europe saying Europe's not wanting to claim alliedness or whatever. In the public right now, people are afraid to do that because right now it's whatever you do, it's a big move.
Yeah.
And it's I think of the game Risk. I don't know if you ever played that. I was horrible at it as a kid, but I do. It just I know they play it in all these dumb TV shows, but it seems like that right now. What's going on? People whatever you do, just the smallest decision you make, I feel like that's gonna be. It's gonna be a big move. Any small decision is now gonna be a big move in our current world state. Yeah. Because it seems like this pressure is like a building.
It does seem like things are very delicate right now.
Very delicate.
If anyone chooses a side, it seems like that's a tipping point.
It is.
These dominoes are gonna
and that's what
lead to the World War III or whatever is going on.
Well, don't forget, even how our just the money recession that's going on. We don't have too much stuff. We can't. If there's a war, we cannot. No, that's gonna affect everything. There's gonna be a domino effect of every part of our culture, not even just in America, everywhere. If that stuff ends up going on, it's gonna be crazy bad. I don't know if it's just scary mostly because everyone has nukes. That's mostly where it's scary because everyone has nukes. I don't know what that. Why would if anyone does one nuke, that's gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah, that's the big difference between this potential war and every other war that's ever happened in human history. Nukes.
Nukes
It
exist.
could be the end of the world. Yeah.
And don't forget, we have also Kim Jong-un to worry about because he does his crazy stuff, his tests that he's doing.
Shit.
Like,
I mean, honestly, one nuke and he's done.
Yeah.
This country's not big. It's North Korea.
no,
But, like, big
it is,
countries
yeah.
like Russia and us.
That's the
take
difference.
more.
Those are I would say the top tier ones
Yeah.
that are up there, like game changers. Where any of us decide to do something, it's changing. It has its effect on the world. That's what I think. Kim Jong Un, North Korea, it's gonna have effect, but not as much the scale. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, even if they do fire a nuke, it's gonna be a big deal because I don't think we're just gonna let them do that.
No, because if that happened, to me that's war, right?
Yeah.
If anybody did anything with a nuke, no matter what, that is a war.
Pretty
I would
much.
think.
Yeah, it's either a war or it's the end of something because like how the U.S. nuked Japan and that was like the end of that.
Yeah.
Even that was kind of unnecessary because the U.S. nuked them twice. You know about that?
Yeah. Oh, with the Hiroshima.
Like back to back.
Yeah, I didn't.
The first one, we did a whole debate about it on school. The first one, it was a debate between if the second one was justified or not.
I wouldn't think so.
The first one was already damaged them, of course, because it's a nuke, right?
Yeah.
And I think they already got the message, and I think they were going to surrender. But then the U.S. nuked them again. I guess they should send a message or whatever. But that really,
it seemed a little excessive.
Yeah.
But
that was my stance. I
Yeah.
said it was unjustified because you already nuked them once.
unless you drop them both at the same time, just to
Yeah.
make sure the damage there. But having to drop both of them, it could be like if they still wanted to fight, then I'll drop another one. That'd be
Yeah.
different. There should have
Yeah.
been a warning, like hey. But it just it's hard to justify what is right in war. You know, decisions are made like that. So it's like I get it. It's one of those things that it probably wasn't justified, but in that time, like you're at war.
Yeah.
Because what if they still wanting to do more?
Yeah. But anyway, on that same topic, I wonder if a war did happen now, would they become an ally for us? Because we did have that history with them,
That's what I was wondering. Like I don't know. Because I haven't really heard much with Japan. It seems pretty under the radar, right?
They seem pretty chill.
Yeah.
Anime, manga.
No.
I'm wearing a One Piece shirt right now, representing. Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like America, just in the past, like at least 10 years, we've just kind of.
Oh yeah, I feel like we have hella enemies.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's always been like that, but I feel like just in the last 10 years, we pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, man, like bomb the hell out of Syria.
I don't know if we have as many allies as we used to have. I don't know. It feels like it's just I don't know. It's scary. I try not to think about it. I know it's like it's hard. But you start paying attention to the news, man, you're gonna get anxiety like crazy.
Oh yeah, man. Believe me, it's like damn. Like there's this whole thing about
it's like we need John Lennon to start singing some
Rome
songs.
or Greece, whatever. They had the Colosseum. They had the theater, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, right? That was people's distractions from political shit going down in the world.
The violence that was with
But that will only distract you for that night. Cause they didn't have that every day or whatever. It wasn't like a lot of entertainment to distract people. But now they're saying, comparing it again to our new society in America, we have that to an extreme degree with our phones and social media. We're constantly being distracted by celebrities, by news, by pop culture, that we don't know what's going on in the world. And when you do get into the news, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I don't know if I want to know. I kind of want to be ignorant. And just,
it's like,
ignorance is bliss.
we might get bombed tomorrow. I was like, fuck, I want to at least enjoy myself today,
Just scroll on TikTok and not worry about potential nuclear war.
Let's go watch Ridiculousness, see something funny.
You like that show?
I do watch that show, yeah. So I'm sorry to be distracted.
Okay,
you like that show? Yeah.
There's a guy on it that I know that I don't know him, but he's a YouTuber that I watch.
Oh, he's on that show.
On there. Tim Chantarangsu.
No, I have no idea.
Asian guy.
No idea.
Do you watch the new ones?
It's hard. Sometimes I just watch YouTube and it's like it's like random,
Well, he's on the newer seasons.
Okay, I might check him out. Yeah.
But anyway. That's a lot of shit going on in the world, man. Shit.
Yeah. I now I have to smoke after this. It's been fucking. I'm all stressed out. I'm gonna have to Google a lot of different things now, but it's like which again, we should have done all this way before this podcast. I apologize. There's just a lot of information to look at. All at once, and it's like then your brain just gets overloaded.
Well, it's not like the purpose of this podcast was to educate you on a lot of information facts. It was just to like talk about what we know about the world,
And it's how scared the rules going on, man. It's not fun times right now.
Yeah, even though we're not super research, what we do know, I say, is still above a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people are even aware that they had a meeting.
No.
So I just want to get that out there, you know.
Yeah, no.
Spread that information.
So like I have like I have some like surface political knowledge. I look at it as skimmies. I don't want to get too in depth. It's like it's just a lot of there's always crazy shit. There's like before you know it, there's like a school shooting every other fucking day. Man, it's like how much of this shit's going on. It's like how often can I look at this shit without like all right, there's too much shit going on. Like and how can we focus on anything else? Like we have so much bad shit that goes on here. There's people dying, cops fucking being corrupt, all these different things happen. Like all right, so where do we look? What do I need to focus on? Like you know my way turn on, bad shit's going on here. All right, let's go to world news. Okay, bad shit going here. I don't know a book to open.
I know, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. It's already hard enough to manage your daily life, cooking, work, relationships, and let alone learn about global problems. You know, I know what you mean.
No, it's just like,
but that's why we're here.
Yeah,
we're here to give you 20 minutes of semi-accurate information. You know, but yeah. Anyway,
hey man, if you get people talking, or at least if you get people angry, at least you got something out of it. Like these dumbasses don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Hey,
well then educate us.
There you go.
Yeah, but anyway, we're just trying to spread information. You know, hopefully it's accurate and not totally wrong. We're not 100% correct. But at the same time, we're just regular guys, okay? Don't go to us. Go to fucking...
Yeah. Hey, man. If you hear someone here and you Googled it, I did something right.
Just fact check us, okay? That's it. That's all we ask for.
But
anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
That's another episode of Broken Bear Conversations. I'm Seiko.
And I'm Josh.
What's your Instagram?
It's at Severin Photography. SEVEREN.
There you go. Check them out on Instagram. Takes photos, great photos. Post videos too. If you need videos, music videos, all that shit. Check them out.
Fuck you, James.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Shout out James.